From Steve Martini's best-selling mystery,
So made the grave.
in the aftermath of a family death, attorney Paul Madriani faces the greatest challenge of his life.
She wants her son, Jack.
What began as a bitter custody battle
Were you sleeping with Mr. Vega while he was still a married man?
So what if we were?
You're not gonna get my son!
is about to become
Somebody killed Melanie Vega. What?
the murder case of the year.
She comes in my house and kills my wife.
Senator?
With a client
Turn yourself in.
I can't.
who cannot be defended.
Laurel Vega was arrested just moments ago.
Do you care what happens to you?
Get out! Out!
With evidence
We're talking grade A #1 suspect.
that cannot be denied.
They got you on videotape destroying the security camera.
With a witness who cannot exist.
Kathy Marino died 6 years ago.
Everyone is connected,
Is this political?
It's a murder trial, Paul.
and no one can be trusted.
What are you doing here? The Fed's involved? Now what the hell are you trying to pull? You're gonna keep quiet.
Because now, someone is out to get Paul Madriani,
Your fingerprints were found on the package that contained the post office bomb.
and they'll take everything he's got to keep him from the truth.
I am trying to find out what I'm up against here.
Brian Dennehy, Patricia Richardson, Gene Smart, Undue Influence.
Assalamualaikum to Madam Siti Aisyah. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am Nur Hamiza binti Abdul Hashim with my friends Nur Ilyani, Nur Fadwa and Muhammad Fahmi would like to present about undue influence. The issue is whether Jamalia can rescind the contract that she has made with her psychiatrist Kamsia. I will pass to my next presenter. Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nailani binti Muhammad. Today, I will present about undue influence. These cases fall under free consent. A free consent are an agreement that contract is made by free consent, which is freely and voluntarily. The relevant section is undue influence, which is in section 16, where is a contract said to be induced by under influence, where the relations subsisting between the parties are such that one of the position to dominate the will of others and use that position to obtain unfair advantage the other. For example, in fiduciary relation between the doctor and patient, the lawyer and client, they make a contract with a person who has a mental capacity who is affected by reason of age, illness, mental and bodily distress. This is illustrated in the case of William M. Barley. In this case, the plaintiff is Barley and the defendant is William. On this case, Barley's son forgot his father's signature promissory note and give them to William. William threatened Barley with a criminal procession. So, Barley made an equitable mortgage to get back the note. Court set aside the mortgage and expressed itself as doing for a reason of undue influence. How House of Lords upheld the cancellation of the agreement on account undue influence. This agreement was cancelled on the ground that he was undue influenced by threat. This is the illustration that related with the case of Jamalia want to resign her contract with her secretary Kamsia. Thank you. I pass to next presenter.
For another related case is case of William B. Bailey. A son forged his father's signature on promissory notes and gave them to their bankers. At a meeting of all the parties at the bank, one of the bankers said to the father, "If the bills are yours, we are all right. If they are not, we have only one course to pursue. We cannot be parties to compounding a felony." The bank solicitor said it was a serious matter, and the father's own solicitor added, "A case of transportation for life." After further discussion as to the son's financial liability, the bank solicitor said that they could only look to the father. The father then agreed to make an equitable mortgage to the bank in consideration of the return of the promissory notes. The father succeeds in an action for cancellation of the agreement. It was held by Lord Westbury that the security given for the debt of the son by the father under such circumstances was not the security of a man who acted with that freedom and power of deliberation that must be considered as necessary to validate a contract to give security for the debt of another.
Now I would like to talk about my cases under influence. So this case falls under free consent. According to section 13, two or more persons said the consents when they agree upon the same thing in the same sense. There is where the concept of free consents come in. In section 16 under influence, it stated that when the relation between the two parties is such that one party uses such influence to obtain an unfair advantage of the other party, so it will be under influence. In November, the student, I would like to call him A, said he want to go. He want to sell his gold watch for only 500 ringgit to his teacher, which is B. After his teacher promised him a good grades. Here, the concern of A is not fully given because he was under the influence of his teacher.
Thank you for your explanation. So next, I will talk about application. The application between Jamaliah and Kamsia is by applying the relevant laws. In this case, Jamaliah can resign the contract with Kamsia because Jamaliah had been diagnosed with major depression disorder several years ago. She had been prescribed with medicine to control her illness. In this application, Kamsia is the psychiatrist who treat Jamaliah. During the treatment, Kamsia told Jamaliah that she wants to buy a new house because of Jamaliah feels indebted to Kamsia, and she agreed to sell one of her houses below market price to Kamsia. According to section 20 under undue influence, section 16, there was a voidable contract between Jamaliah and Kamsia, and Jamaliah can resign the contract with Kamsia. In this capacity, they have another case that related with the case of Jamaliah and Kamsia, which is Alcar v. Skinner. The case is P in middle age joined a Protestant sisterhood, taking vows of poverty and obedience. She gave property to the value of £7,000 to the sisterhood in accordance with her vows. Some 9 years later, she left the order to become a Roman Catholic. Only £1,671 of the property remained with the sisterhood, the balance having been spent. Hell, undue influence existed in this case since the P was bound not to see. However, The peace claim was barred by the delay of 5 years after leaving the sisterhood in claiming the money.
Okay. My name is Muhammad Fahmi Birosli from AB01. So, I would like to talk about conclusions. Okay, hi. Okay, thank you for the previous presentation about application. Okay, so I would like to talk about conclusion. Based on conclusion about we all understand about under influence based on Kamsa and Jamlia cases. So first I would like to talk about under influence. Okay, so under influence is an equitable doctrine which can occur in two ways, such as natural influence and situations. There is an apparent perception that influence has been exercised, which may become an evident perception of under influence. There is something is in the transaction, such as issue about Jamlia and Kamsia in terms of the subjective under influence. The summary of influence may arise automatically in the case of Jamlia and Kamsia by protected their relationship, but need to be established on the facts in the cases that there is a relationship between Jamila and Kamsia. Between Jamila and Kamsia, Kamsia is psychiatrically who treat Jamila, who had been diagnosed with major depression disorder about several years ago. So, about the contract between Jamila and Kamsia, the contract between Jamila and Kamsia was avoidable because Jamila, who had been sick as major depression. Okay, thank you.